Hello composers, Mike here, and in this video you will learn 5 amazing chord tricks in Logic Pro X. Let's start right now. Alright, so here's chord trick number 1, show chords on MIDI input. So let's say you find a chord like this on your MIDI keyboard and you want to know what chord is that exactly. Well, if you look up here, go into Customize Control Bar and Display, and then you turn on MIDI activity in out, this one here, click OK. Now if you check up here, no in, if I play this chord again, it says F, so it's F major. If I play this one, it's D minor, and if I play, let's say, this one, D minor 7. So up here is where you can see the chords on MIDI input. Chord trick number 2, show chords in piano roll. So this is actually quite hidden. If you select this clip and go into the piano roll editor, and then you have your chords here that you already recorded. So you want to know what are these chords exactly? Well, if you simply select all these notes in the first chord, you can see the chord right here. It's an E, which means E major. This one is A minor. Select the next group. It's G major, and the final chord is D minor 7. I really love this feature. Chord trick 3, time stretch chord regions. So I simply took this region here and then I copied it to this track, and then I used the scissor tool to cut each chord into 4 separate regions like this. So now you can use time stretching on the MIDI clips to make this chord, for example, half a bar, this a full bar, this 2 bars, and rearrange the chords as you wish. You simply hover your mouse to the right edge of a region, then you press the Alt or Option key on your keyboard and left click your mouse and drag to the left to time stretch it to a smaller value. So this is now a half bar. Then let's say we move this over here and make that also half a bar, like so. And then this one we can make, for example, 2 bars. And then end with, well, let's make this half a bar and reuse this. Hold down Alt to duplicate this. And now we have a new chord sequence here. Chord trick number 4, force legato. This is one of my favorite chord tricks in Logic, to be honest. When you record chords on your MIDI keyboard, you often end up with gaps in between the chords like this. And this is an easy fix. If you go into the piano roll editor, select all notes, and then first you can quantize these. Make sure they are quantized to the grid here. It looks good. And now you can use force legato. If you right click on a note now to get this menu, you can find it here. Trim note end to following notes, force legato, and watch what happens. Some overlap notes appear like chords. You can use keep here, and then you see you get all the chords without any gaps between the notes. Chord trick number 5, Arpeggiator to MIDI. So, if you use the built-in Arpeggiator MIDI effect on a track in Logic, you can actually get the MIDI of this pattern you created with the chord you hold into the sequencer. You simply create a pattern here, and then you hold down, let's say, an F major chord here. And while you hold down the notes on your MIDI keyboard, you can see this little icon lighting up, which means you can actually left-click and drag and drop the MIDI here of this F major chord into the sequencer, turn this off, and you have that arpeggio pattern as MIDI notes in your sequencer, which is really cool. And I recommend I actually use the sustain pedal as I add the notes, so I don't have to hold down my fingers as I go to the mouse. So let's say I want to create a really big chord like this. Oh, turn on the arpeggiator again. That one, I can release my fingers here because I hold down the sustain pedal. Now drag this one in here. Turn this off and we get all these notes just from that arpeggio pattern into the sequencer. Now make sure that you try all these 5 tricks in your next music production session. Check out my links in the video description, and I will see you in the next video, my friends.